and download it today.
We're back here on Sports Talk. I didn't promote this earlier in the show because I wasn't 100% sure we would have him on the program, but we have been able to catch up with the new USC football commitment, linebacker, and also baseball player, Stone Blanton, out of Madison, Mississippi, just coming off the practice field for baseball. So we appreciate him taking a couple of minutes to be with us here on Sports Talk across South Carolina. Stone, how are you? Good to have you with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you for inviting me. I'm super excited to be here.
Well, tell us about your day. We all watched as you made your announcement for South Carolina in a very quick and neat. I liked your ceremony. Not a lot of a splash and dash. You just got right down to it and made your decision and made it known, and that was that. How's your day been since then?
Oh, it's been amazing. I mean, the support I've gotten from the South Carolina, fan base has been unreal. So it's definitely made my day, and this is the day I'll remember a lot.
What kind of messages have you been getting on your social media accounts? What kind of things are the folks saying to you?
Just super excited that I committed. I don't think a lot of South Carolina fans, knew that I would be committed, since I'm, have an in-state connection to Mississippi State. But, it's been super supportive, and I couldn't be more thankful to them because they didn't know I was going to be committed today, but they've supported me all throughout this process, so I couldn't be more thankful.
Yeah, and conversely, on the Mississippi State side, you getting a little grief from some people?
A little bit, but most of my friends that I've had that are Mississippi State have been supportive of me, and know I made the decision that I felt like was the best for me. So,
can you think of a moment as you were going through this process, because you had committed to Mississippi State back in January of 2012? Probably thought, okay, my future is set. I know what I'm doing, but then you said, "Nah, wait a minute, I want to play some football, go that route." But then, can you think of the moment when in your mind it started to click that would be the place you'd like to go?
Well, I first fell in love on my official visit in the summer. I mean, they blew me away with the coaching staff and the facilities and all the above. It was a phenomenal visit. That's where my interest really sparked and caught on fire was on my official visit. And then me and Coach White had a great relationship by then, and then from there on, it just builds and builds. It's something that was super awesome, and I trusted him, and he trusted me. So that's kind of where we took it.
What things did you see on your official visit and experience on your official visit that planted that seed in your mind?
Just about how real they were. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people out there that are as real as they are. Their culture is phenomenal, and I feel like the players, are fully behind the coaching staff and want to win and are there to win. So, I feel like there is no ceiling on, and I can't wait to be on board.
So, what kind of linebacker is South Carolina getting in Stone Blanton?
I would say a hard-hitting one. Loves to work, and then really passionate about football, about baseball, about my team. I'm always going to put first. And then I love, the X's and O's. So pretty smart player, ready to get to work.
Yeah.
Carolina's ball commitment, Stone Blanton, joining us here on Sports Talk from Madison, Mississippi. And Stone, first off, congratulations on your decision. And secondly, obviously thinking about playing baseball at Mississippi State, a school that national championship, I would have imagined that was a difficult decision to turn away from them. But what are your plans in terms of possibly jumping on with the Gamecocks and playing for Mark Kingston in baseball? And what do you like, if that's indeed your role where you might play two sports? What do you like about the USC baseball program?
I'm super USC baseball program. Me and Coach Kingston haven't had too many conversations because of the rules of commitment with baseball side of things, but we've had a few, and I talked to him on the official visit and really liked him, and he said it was completely doable in terms of me playing both, and he just said it's just going to take a lot of time management and hard work, but he said it's completely doable. So I'm super excited to get there and be able to do both.
dovetailing off Phil's comments a couple of moments ago when he asked you what kind of linebacker is USC getting on the football side. All right, what kind of baseball player are the Gamecocks getting as well from you?
Definitely a power hitter. I love home runs, but I'm also pretty good with my speed. So I like hitting in the gaps and get on base, stealing bases. Kind of a all around guy for the outfield. Big hitter.
Big hitter in baseball and big hitter in football too, right?
That's right.
Well, listen, I mean, anybody named Stone who plays football, you better be a big hitter.
Yes, sir.
So what's your plans for signing day? I mean, just a little quiet thing at the school, signing the papers first thing in the morning and getting them to Carolina?
That's right. I have a few teammates of mine and other people at the school and other sports are also signing with me on Wednesday. So it'll be kind of a ceremony that people can attend, but it's not some big audience or anything like that. So it's fun just to have that moment with my teammates and we all sign and things like that.
Yeah. Okay. And so everybody, when they go to college, no doubt thinks they're going to be a great player and have a great career and go on to the next level and their team's going to be great and going to win championships. So from what you're hearing from Coach Beamer, what you're seeing on the inside yourself, what you know of some of your future teammates and some of the guys who are already, what do you think about South Carolina's football future with a guy like Blanton and some of the other folks coming in? What do you see this team going?
I'm super excited. This recruiting class is unbelievable. And we got a bunch of great guys, and not only off the field, not only on the field, but also off the field. It's a bunch of it's going to build a great culture, and they kind of built the culture and established the culture this year, and then this class is just going to be able to reassure that culture and continue to build it and see that the players this year have kind of left for us to come in and accept and then carry it on.
Yeah, actually, we lied to you. Got two more. Watching you do your thing, to the way you sat out there by yourself and just sort of looked into the crowd and you were calm and composed. I mean, you seem like a leader. Assuming that you're a leader of your football team, maybe in your student body, you might be president. I don't know. But are you a natural born leader and do you expect when you get to South Carolina to be that kind of guy?
I do. Yeah. I love being able to lead people and also every great leader has to be able to follow and also take directions and take instructions. So I feel like I can do both. Great listener, but also I hold a lot of people accountable. And that's kind of the guy I am. I love to hold people accountable, and I love for people to hold me accountable. So it's a two-way street, and that's just the kind of guy I am, kind of man I am. My way. So that's the kind of person I am. Also.
Sure.
Stone, we'll let you get out of here on this. Phil brought up a point that sort of it resonated with me because we're older. But do you know what a fax machine is? Do you? And is it time now that we actually get national letters of intent via email?
I do know what a fax machine is, but they have moved on to the email, so I'll just be signing digitally.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm the dinosaur in the group here. I'm still thinking email or sending it through the USPS. I don't know. So it is digitally now, and you send it in through the email process.
You do,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
All
Real simple.
right.
Nice. Hey, congratulations once again. Great recruiting victory for South Carolina, no doubt. I always go by. I'm not a big ratings guy. I'm not a big star guy. I go by where could you have played, and you could have gone anywhere. You could have gone to A&M, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. If you wanted to expand your horizon, you could have gone anywhere. Tells me you're a heck of a prospect in the eyes of the experts, and you're going to be in the Under Armour All-American game. So good luck with that. And again, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate your time.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for having me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much. All right, Stone Blanton headed to South Carolina. That's the kind of player you got to get, Chris. A lot of positives there, both as a on the field player, but sounds like going to be a great leader. Probably be a great leader in conditioning room, things like that, and of course on the field too.
And I like his confidence, Phil, when you talk to him, exactly what kind of linebacker is South Carolina getting? Well, I'm a hard hitter. And then when we asked him about baseball, I'm a power hitter. I like to hit home runs. I love some of his comments, but I had to ask because so, rich in tradition about how National Signing Day is. I was curious if they still do it via the fax. I'm not sure we've asked a recruit in a long time how that's changed. So it's kind of nice to hear that even as antiquated as some of the NCAA, that they've somewhat kept up with the times, that the kids don't go over to the public library and try and find a fax machine to send in their national letter of intent.
I'm not sure you can find a fax machine anywhere. You may have to go to a notary or fax machine. I don't know. Thank you for being with us on Sports Talk. Hey, I want to remind you the Cure Bowl is coming up this Friday, 6 o'clock in Orlando. There's still time to get tickets to support the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers against Northern Illinois. And it's the Tail Greeter Cure Bowl. The Cure Bowl itself is a great cause. The Cure Bowl is more than a game. Since 2015, the Cure Bowl has raised more than $3.9 million.
That's
for
amazing.
breast cancer research. You can support the Chanticleers and breast cancer research by purchasing tickets at curebowl.com. Just click on the Cure Bowl ad at sportstalksc.com, and that'll take you right where you need to be to purchase those tickets for the Cure Bowl in Orlando, featuring Coastal Carolina and North Illinois. I'm sure
Phil, they're real
Chanticleer fans are going down there, Chris.
Absolutely, and they're real reasonable tickets in $30, $40 range to get down there. It's going to be different. If you went last year and saw the Chanticleers take on Liberty at the at Camping World Stadium, where the what is it now? Capital One Bowl is played, and where Clemson will be playing in the Cheez-It Bowl. This game is actually moving just down the street to the soccer facility that they have in Orlando, a little more intimate setting. And I think it will be a perfect setup for Coastal and Northern Illinois. Really looking forward to that game. You've got two teams that love to possess the football. And as Jamie Chadwell pointed out when we had him last week, turnovers may decide this easily because you give up a possession against the team in Northern Illinois that averages about 34 minutes of time of possession. You may not see it again for 8 or 9 minutes.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. Friday, Carolina, and Saturday, South Carolina State playing in Atlanta against Jackson State. Buddy Pugh against Deion Sanders. I saw where Shador Sanders won the big national award for FCS football today, the Jerry Rice Award, I think it is. Big National Player of the Year Award. We'll be back with more Sports Talk after this break. Don't go away.
The Tail Greeter Cure Bowl is more than a game. The Cure Bowl is a movement to help end cancer. Join us as the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers take on the Northern Illinois Huskies. Since 2015, the Bowl has raised a collective $3.88 million for cancer research. We are bringing teams together to find a cure for cancer. Join us as Orlando goes pink. Learn more about the game, our memberships, and tickets today at curebowl.com.
All South Carolinians aged 5 years and older are now eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. For help finding a vaccine location in your area, visit scdhec.gov/vaxlocator or call 1-866-365-8110. COVID-19 vaccines are free and don't require ID or insurance. Visit scdhec.gov/vaxlocator or call 1-866-365-8110 to find a vaccine location near you.
Life, it has its ups and downs. Sometimes it's little things like hitting every red light or dropping your cell phone. Maybe it's the bills, rent, or pressure at work. But when it comes to the South Carolina Education Lottery, you should never feel like playing will solve everything. The lottery is a game. It's played for fun. So set a dollar amount. Expect not to win and make sure responsibilities, family, friends, and work come first. Visit playresponsiblysc.com.
Bowl season is here, and it's coming to the Grand Strand. Tulsa and Old Dominion will meet for the second ever Myrtle Beach Bowl, presented by TaxAct. The Golden Hurricane and the Monarchs will meet on the famous Surf Turf at Brooks Stadium on Monday, December 20th at 2:30. Tulsa looks to grab a win in their 23rd bowl game appearance, while Old Dominion will try and finish their season on a 6th winning streak. Get now at myrtlebeachbowlgame.com.
Back we are on Sports Talk. Let's go to Sam in Charleston next with us here on the program. Sam, thank you for waiting. You're on Sports Talk. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, we're doing fine, Sam.
Hey, I have a three-part question for you if you have time.
Three-part question.
Yeah.
Go slow.
Okay. Number one, I just heard about a comment about the Chanticleers. Is that a basketball game? Is that right?
That's football.
Oh, that's football. So, you playing on what time, what channel?
Chris, they'll be
6
playing at
o'clock.
what time and on what channel besides the radio?
6 o'clock on Friday against Northern Illinois, and I believe, let me double check it, but I believe it is an ESPN2 broadcast. But I'll double check that
Okay,
real quick.
I have another question for you for number two. You guys hear about the College of Charleston Cougars men's basketball team beat Presbyterian yesterday?
Saw that. Nice win for them.
Hey, I gotta tell you, I was searching our record. We're now seven wins. So the question to talk about is, I want you to talk more about the Charleston Cougars national championship. That's the question for you. And number three question I'm having is, do you like to be honest with you, be very careful what you say, but what do you think the 2021 national champions, the Charleston Cougars basketball team? What do you guys think about that?
Not going to happen.
No. Baylor may go back to back. That's how good Baylor is. We may be looking at it's been a long time, but that's how good Baylor is. And Duke's got as much talent as they've had in a long time, and still anything past Duke with Coach K going into his final year. But unfortunately, it's going to be a Power 5 team to win the national title, which it always is.
Thank you. Appreciate the phone call. Anybody else want to jump on board here? In the last few minutes, 888-998-2525. However, there is a story on the Cougars coming out today. They a piece to their team who's available immediately. He's a mid-season roster boost. Coach Pat Kelsey announcing the signing of 6'5" guard Nikita Khrushchev. No, I'm sorry, Nikita Evdokimov.
I like it.
From
Very few
Russia
people know who.
Nikita Evdokimov. There we go. 6'5" guard Nikita Evdokimov from Russia. Able to play right away. He's been playing international basketball in Russia. Recently for the under-20 Russian team in the European Challengers. He had 11 points in 21 minutes in a victory over, poor Ukraine. They lose a basketball game. They're about to lose themselves over there.
Yes.
Unfortunately. So Nikita's coming to the College of Charleston. They've been without John Meeks and Babacar Faye. They still beat Presbyterian in overtime the other day. Also without their starting center. So they've had some injury issues, and they're going to Russia to help solve that problem, Pat.
Well, help me out here. I'm no rules expert, but I'm very confused the more I read about this young man. If I'm reading this correctly, he's been playing professional basketball in Russia for like 7 years. How on earth is he eligible? How is he able to play in the NCAA?
There are no rules anymore. I mean, seriously. It's the pink tongue test. If you've got a pink tongue, you can play. Pretty much what it's boiled down to. There really are no rules that I can think of that hinder anything.
He sounds like quite the addition to the Cougars, though. So good for them. Good for Pat Kelsey.
Oh, by the way, there were a couple of other little recruiting notes that I over. Might as well do them right now while we have the.
Can we get Mick on the show before we do all of that?
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Call Mick.
The guy's about to retire. Let's not kick him to the curb before he retires.
Call Mick. While you're doing that, thank you for reminding me.
Absolutely.
Defensive end James Pierce of Charlotte, I think I mentioned this, won't sign until February. He'll take an official to South Carolina and others in January. And let's see, 2023 tight end Ethan Davis out of Sewanee, Georgia. A player South Carolina had offered and Clemson had interest in. He committed to Tennessee. Tennessee's picked up some really big commitments here of late, and he commits to Tennessee. All right, I want to pass that on to you. Just a reminder that we'll be up with the Chickens and everybody else on Wednesday morning. So while you're checking out all the other recruiting stuff out there, be sure to take a look at sportstalksc.com. We'll be letting you know as the signings are announced and any other developments that might happen on that day. I'm going to play I don't have anything. My bad. I don't have a mic open. Just go to Mick. There were no highlights. I'm sorry. There were no. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Just play the theme.
I got you covered.
I'm sorry. There really were no highlights. They sent me a package of highlights, but I couldn't put myself through it again to listen to them. Let's welcome in the voice of the Panthers, Mick Mixon, to Sports Talk. And I know it's getting rougher by the week.
How you doing, Corn? Yeah, we've lost 8 of 10. It's not pretty. It's a constellation of errors. Offense, defense, special teams, injuries, tough part of the schedule coming up. Man, I wish I had better news for you tonight.
I know it's tough. It's and I know you wanted to go out with a big season and a great team and a nice playoff run, but I mean, I don't even think you guys. Well, I mean, there's a lot of teams still kind of hanging around for that last wild card in the NFC, and I guess you have a pulse when it comes to that, but it's a faint pulse.
Yeah, I don't know. I told somebody, it might have been you guys last week. I feel like we're creek rocks. You know, I feel like teams are just jumping right over our heads to get to the other side and get what they want. You know, Philadelphia, Minnesota, Washington, Dallas, Vikings, Falcons. I mean, I feel like people are just using us. NFC, so many NFC teams have the tiebreaker against us. It'd be tough at this point, but go to Buffalo, just try to go 1-0 this week and start figuring some things out. Maybe just clean up some of the mistakes. I think this is a team, seriously, Corn, that can beat anybody. We've shown that going to Arizona. We can also lose to anybody, as we've also demonstrated.
Yeah, and going to Buffalo, I mean, it looks like maybe you're catching the Bills at a good time because they're slumping, or maybe it's a bad time because they might find themselves and play some great football.
Yeah, they've lost 3 of 4. They're 7-6, but yet they showed a lot of pluck in coming back against Tampa Bay. They were about ready to get blown out, but they kept fighting. Josh Allen's got an ankle, though. Wouldn't that be great if we face Mitch Trubisky instead of the great Josh Allen?
Hey, he's a former Tar Heel, man. Come on.
He can sling it. Just seeing Josh Allen. Josh Allen rushed. I think he had 12 for 109 rushing, just him, against Tampa Bay. He's a handful.
Yeah.
Mick, I realize in the NFL it's one game, 1 week type mentality. How much do you believe the loss to Washington back on the 21st sort of zapped any energy out of the football team? Because I'm not sure the guys have looked the same. And, of course, McCaffrey's gone down to IR since. But how big a loss do you believe that was in the grand scheme of things?
That was a tough one. That one and the Giants, going to the Giants and getting dipped up there, Chris, those were 2 difficult losses. We're sort of jammed up. I mean, we got to figure the quarterback piece out. The O-line needs to be better. From what we hear, it's not a real heavy. Corn, you know better than most people I know about the draft. Is there a good quarterback in this draft that might fall to the Panthers, or would Carolina be wanting to get back into the Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson sweepstakes? I don't know.
Yeah, there will be no Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes.
That's what you think. I mean, I know, but you're not qualified to comment objectively about that.
By the way, I want to leave you with this. By the way, with the win last night over the despised, hated Bears, I think the Packers have closed to within like 2 wins of the Bears for the all-time most wins in NFL history.
Really?
I'm real happy for you and the other shareholders. It's been a great run. The Panthers are just trying to win. We've not had 2 back-to-back winning seasons in our history.
Crazy.
You know what's going to happen? It's going to happen after you retire. They're going to go on this long streak. With that, we got to let you go. Thanks for being with us, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Someone will be right with you. The Point.
WQXL Columbia, W264DF.
From the Bart Fireside Studio, the solution for keeping you warm this winter.
This is 107 The Point.